All right. Look at us. We're back in action, baby. Back for another one. As usual, I'll just be chilling here until the fam rolls in. But once you get in here, make yourself known. Let me know you're here. Do. Yes, indeed. Good. Good. I tried for you guys. I tried for you, Rivers. I tried, Julia. I tried to get here earlier for you. So you guys could be here. I'm very glad that you showed up. You're able to be here. That's totally okay, Julia. Yeah. Someday, when you're subscribed, you will not have to watch the ad, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, totally understandable. It's not easy to stay up that late, and I don't want to be staying up that late. It's just getting locked into my sleep schedule, you know? So I forced myself out of it today, got things done early, and we are here, thankfully. Thankfully. Jackie says, hey Jackson, what's going on? Jackie, welcome to the stream. Rivers says, yes, even if I'm sleepy, I arrived. Heck yeah, you certainly did. That'd be awesome, Julia. That'd be awesome. I know a couple of us other folks also did the Prime sub as well this time, so nothing wrong with that. Gets the ads out of your way too. I've got the custom sub badges now too. I have yet to see one yet. That may be because maybe Prime subs don't show up the same way. I'm not sure. They may just show up as the King's Crown, or the Queen's Crown, but just a crown in general. It looks like a crown to me. For everybody, you don't get a custom sub badge maybe if you do an Amazon Prime sub. I don't know. Catherine says, works my ass off today. I'm exhausted, but I did good. Good. Happy to hear that. Jackie says, not a lot happening right now. You're all prepped for the new baby and everything. Just a chill day at the Jackie household. That's very good. Very good. This is day 2 wearing a jumper of some sort. Although today it's a hoodie. I got a hood on it. But I've got my windows open. It's like chilly in here. It's nice. It's so nice. It feels good. So I said, alright guys, I'm going to break out my Lulu hoodie today. I love it. Tati, welcome. Not yet. Still need to do some rearranging, but now I'm at the studio waiting for the girls to finish dance, says Jackie. Awesome. Served and made 10 drinks for customers. Killer. Amazing work. Amazing work. I think I was busy editing today for... Oh, God. Probably 6 hours straight. And I got a lot done, though. A lot done. It's not easy to do, especially because I have multiple streams to comb through. As once I'm caught up, I'll be able to do it a lot faster because I'll only have to do the stream from the night before, sort of thing. But I am putting in that work because I really want to get the other YouTube channel going on. So obviously that was I've had these channels created, but I've had to wait till I could get back on Twitch when I had the internet. Here we are now. The channels have been there, but haven't been able to fill them up and get them out to you guys. So obviously Jackson Downer TV will be the full stream archive. That's been going strong for a few days now. And that's been going well. That's easy enough because that's just the full stream. But the other channel is the Clips channel. So we'll have kind of best moments and things like that. And just like good highlights, you know. So that will be coming more edited down, easy to like you click on this and you know what you're about to be watching. You know what we were doing in that part or whatever. Cuz we do a lot in this stream. It's not all just me sitting here talking to you, you know. So that's going to be really cool. You guys will see what I mean when it goes up, probably tomorrow. Cuz I still have one more stream to edit. But that's awesome, Julia. So I'm guessing, I haven't read the messages below yet, but I'm guessing that you said no more outgrown roots. So I'm assuming that you just re-dyed your hair the same color. You're just, making sure that the roots weren't rooting. Catherine says, my manager let me have a free drink at work as an award. Killer. Nice. Ooh, what color? Okay. Okay. So Toddy's actually just leaving. Okay. Well, have an amazing day then. I will see you at some point. And thanks for popping in. Heck yeah. Well, it's good. It's good to hear about your guys' day. I usually always try to check in and ask about it. Whoever's able to pop in. So that's good. Very good. It's so chilly at night now. Yup. Oh yeah. That is a beautiful temperature. Nothing. I don't think you missed anything. I don't exactly know. I think you would have heard everything else that I said. Other than that, I was just saying that it's chilly tonight, which is nice. I love rain in general, and when it's thundering, that's a bonus. That's really a bonus. So, I feel you. I really feel you. Barely got any rain this summer, honestly. So, it was like weird, because that's not normally the case, especially living on the coast, but yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Catherine. Like, I wore a sweatshirt last night. You probably haven't seen the Twitch VOD or the stream archive on the YouTube channel yet, but I was wearing one last night, super comfy as well. I was wearing one tonight because I am able to have these windows open. It's actually chilly in here. It's beautiful. It's like the perfect temperature. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. With the occasional lightning crack. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm excited for fall as well. Can't come soon enough. But you guys all know that I feel that way. You know I do. You already know. Come on. I love having Julia and Catherine in here for many reasons, but I always know that I am going to get. I'm going to have no shortage of dialogue with you. I enjoy talking to you guys. But I also, like, my least favorite version of talking to you guys is when I have to figure out what to say from thin air. You know, like, it's a lot nicer and better to have natural flowing conversation. I see a message, I can respond to it, and then I can go off on a tangent if I want, but you guys are always really good at killing it with that. So yeah, everybody's saying that that they already had their fake fall. I think everybody's had their fake fall. It's just like what happened. I think I don't even think it's an American thing either. Like, it's I've heard about it from European people as well, Canadian people as well. It's like just the world did this weird cold snap thing. But technically, like, right now, it's not fake fall anymore, but it's still, like, not super sweltering hot during the day, but it's hot, decently hot. But the night times are chill. Like, they are, you'll see your breath in the morning, literally. But that's here. Nice emotes, Catherine. And I'm glad you love chatting too. Favorite song and album right now? Inked in Red by Vision Video. Let's go. Cool. Mine? I don't know. I don't listen to music too often. As weird as that sounds. I'm trying to look at, like, some recent stuff I added. Oh, well, Issues released their instrumental version of their self-titled album, so I like that. That was a cool release because that album was huge for me. With, like, the original release with the vocals, so good shit. Good shit. What? What? I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. She wants to come up here or something? She was really worried. Hi, babies. Yeah. Yeah, Ivy's usually always in here, but tonight I think she came from all the way 2 rooms over, and like didn't see me in there, and she started doing that like howling thing. Meow, meow. Come on. And good girl. And then I said something to her, and she started meowing and ran in here immediately and was like, "Oh my god, there you are." I didn't go anywhere, Ivy. She may just have thought I left or something. I don't know. She was scared. My nanny cam that I have for them, for her, is like, I can tell that when I leave, like every time that I leave, she'll just yowl like that really guttural yowl thing, which is cute and sad. Louder Than Life this year. I'm so excited. Wasn't gonna go. It's expensive, but my friend guest listed me, my best friend and his wife. Sick guest list, baby. Ivy did need the attention indeed. Hey, Toddy's still here. Fuck yeah. Juking me out over there. And that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is sad to leave when I know that that's gonna make her sad. But she does pretty good. Once she like calms down, she'll go to sleep, you know. It's not like the whole time for hours or anything. We covered this whole thing about Burning Man last night, I believe, on stream, and it was fun. It was fun. Obviously, it's in the full stream archive and the VOD on Twitch, but I'll actually have a specific video of just that highlight coming tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow because it's from yesterday's stream. I want to catch up with the first and second and third one first, and then do yesterday's. But I'm gonna probably have to do 2 a day until I'm caught up. I don't know why I'm discussing my thought process on this on stream, but that's another festival that's pretty expensive. Oh shit, that's right. You must be back to work, Toddy, huh? Is that why? You stay until the last moment you need to get off because you have to work? Is that what it is? I bet that's what it is. Vacation's fucking over. Damn. Julia says, kind of off topic, but my sister FaceTimed me today, which she literally never does, to show me that she bought a ball python. She's never mentioned wanting a snake or any reptile before. I was like, sick, but why not a cat? Like, you can't cuddle a snake, really. Burning Man is $550. We learned it last night. Although that wasn't the premise of the video, but it did inherently get leaked out. Yeah. You'd be pissed if it was more, because it was a disaster. It was a fucking disaster. You have to pay for other stuff when you go there too. Oh, okay. Well, good. Then you're still on vacation. Okay, then there's no excuse for you to leave. Oh, she's in the closet. Digging around. Okay, well, if it's always a disaster, Miss Pedantic, I will tell you that it was even way more of a disaster this year. Because I didn't say that Burning Man is a disaster. I said it's way more of a disaster. It's a literal disaster compared to the norm. All festivals are fucking disasters, though, by the way. Like, most festivals, all that shit happens. Really. I mean, especially, like, EDM festivals like that. That shit's gonna happen. Ah, CT scan. I got you, I got you. That's awesome. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad you're doing that. That's great. I'm excited for you. That's incredible. Getting out of the house, doing some fun stuff. Incredible. And yeah, because well, it's Thursday. Might as well. And you're still on vacation. That sucks. You have to do the appointment, though. No fun. Even Woodstock was a fucking disaster. Even Firefest was a fucking disaster. Didn't even happen. All of them. All of them were a disaster. But especially the one in 99. And that's kind of what I'm talking about with Burning Man here. This year's is the equivalent of the one in 99, where you can't say all of them were the equivalent of terrible as this. This year was really bad. Really bad. That's exactly what I'm saying. Me saying all of them was just the point, like the counterpoint to what you were saying of like, yeah, I know. All festivals have all of that terrible shit happen like all the time. But there's some years that really stand out. I know. I know you get me. I know you get me. Same wavelength all day. Yes, right. It's just a scan, so it will be fine. You were absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, insert festival here, basically. Just do that. Just do that. Basically, just insert festival here is always a shit show, but these certain years are especially bad. You know, like, it's just a mess half the time. Yeah, right. They can be nerve-wracking. They certainly can be, I would say. That's amazing. We're already going on 24 minutes. Not bad. Not bad, Julia. You're doing good. You're doing good. Props to you. And Catherine's got those neat little dancey emojis. Emotes, sorry. Those are always good. If you're following me on here, you should have the logo emote, at least. You might even have, no, you do. You have the logo emote, you have the new school, Jackson Downer face emote, I believe. Yeah, you do. You do. Unless, no, okay, yeah. So it's the logo for followers, it's the new school for tier 1, it's the old school for tier 2, and it's the me with the guitar for tier 3. That's what it is. Beautiful. Thank you, Julia. Look at that. Toddy is truly thankful for Julia's great words. Love it. Me too, actually. I'm thankful for all the support. The community is very supportive, very good people here. You would be, yeah, that's true. Damn, that sucks, Julia. Sometimes I wish you were in a different time zone than me, because if you weren't, then that would mean that 3 o'clock would give you like an hour 15. Or 2 hours 15, but I only got you for another 15. Right, Crisis Center. Cool. Very cool. I know it, Catherine. You're great at it. Ah. Ah. Yeah. That is something I remember. You usually do that. Although it's not like you have a planned sleep usually. Like usually you'll just fall asleep. But same deal. Although it's nice. It's even nicer because you're not just passing out accidentally or something. You're like, I'm staying on even though I'm literally going to sleep. That's my plan. I'm going to do that. So that's amazing. Another thing I learned about Twitch, which is really nice, is that those of you guys in Eastern Europe, you don't really need a VPN to be on Twitch. It's not like TikTok. So like supporting the stream works a lot easier. Just even being here and watching it is a lot easier. You don't have to have all those extra steps in between, which is cool. And I appreciate it, Julia. I really do. I like that you like my voice. I really like that. It's a really, really nice compliment. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It does suck that you have to miss out, but you need your sleep. And I'm still here trying my best to start the stream earlier and earlier each night. Yesterday was the start. Today, I really, really killed it. Tomorrow, hopefully I can start an hour sooner. And you won't have to miss out on nearly as much, stuff like that. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I've always said this. I said it last night on stream. It's in the VOD. It's in the archive. Like, I literally, truly, I literally, truly was like, um, it is totally my fault. The reason why a lot of you guys can't join, and I know that. So I'm just trying to keep going earlier, and I don't even want to keep going as late. So. I like to make sure that most of you guys can join, but I also want to have myself on a more normal sleep schedule. That's more preferred for me as well, because that's your schedule. That's your guys' schedule as well. And I want to make sure that when this happens is when you guys can be there. Because what good is streaming to yourself? Or only if a few of you. So. Definitely not your fault, Julia. Yes, I was an early bird. I mean, it was only like an hour earlier, I know. Well, in some cases 2 hours earlier, but still good. It's still good, especially considering the amount of work that I got done today. And speaking of my voice, oh my god, it's been a while since I've edited my videos this heavily. Had to be on editing straight for like hours and hours. And so I have just literally been listening to my voice nonstop for like 6 hours today. And it actually is really helpful. I will say that. It's nice to watch, to be able to watch the streams back. It's nice to be able to see. And also even just hearing the volumes. Like I realized last night, I realized editing today that my mic is too loud, so I turned it down like 0.1 dB. And then I need to turn our YouTube video volume and game volume up a little bit too. And hopefully the next time I go to edit, this will be a lot better. Get it more in the middle. Yeah, I get that. I think a lot of people hate their voice, or they hate like hearing themselves on a voice message, or hate hearing themselves on a video. That's totally understandable, and I get that. For me, it's not the same. Like I definitely am like very comfortable with my voice, but I've been dealing with my voice and doing videos of myself for like over 10 years. So I guess it hits a little different. I don't know. I've just been doing it. I don't think of myself as like having a nice voice or a soothing voice or anything. It's just like, I guess I'm just used to it or something, But sometimes on the stream, I will think like, holy shit, I took like so long between that one word and the next word. And I feel like it makes me sound stupid sometimes, but it's live. It's like, sometimes I just can't think of ... the word. And like sometimes I'll do that. I'll do literally that. And I'll be like, what the fuck, Jackson? Why could you not? Like, but it's fine. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I get hard. I go hard on myself for it. But that is exactly what it is. That really is exactly what it is. You are very correct, actually. That's really what I'm doing when I have the pause between words, is like I'm trying to search for the best possible word. And I always tell you guys that like it's very important to me that like my words are very intentional. The things that I say, like I try to be careful about what I say, and like when I'm just being humorous, it's humor, but when I'm like being serious, I try to be very careful about what I say. Yeah, I don't think any of you guys are like, what an idiot, he can't think of the next word. But like to me, I'm like, oh my god, these pauses. It feels so drawn out when I'm editing it that I feel like I want to take out that space and kind of just make it a little bit, You'll see it when the Clips channel goes live tomorrow. You'll kind of see it at certain points. I truncate my pauses a little bit, just a little bit. Not much. It's not often. I barely have to edit it all, but I still have to scrub through them and make sure and find the parts that might need a little truncation, so. Anyways. Toddy says your streams are the only thing that makes me get the F up. That's very sweet. And I'm glad. I'm glad that they are the reason for you. I really am. The only thing other than your alarm. But your alarm may do a worse job. Jackie, welcome back. I'm glad that you're back. And thank you, Julia. I'm glad you like my voice. Yeah, exactly. When you listen to your own voice messages, I think a lot of people have that that ick feeling when they hear their own voice. They'll think to themselves that typical statement of, that's what I actually sound like. It's like, obviously when you speak, you're not just hearing the external projection of your voice, you're hearing all of the percussive vibrations going up into the tympanic membranes of your ears, and there's a lot more going into it of how you perceive your own voice. So then when you listen to it back on a video or or just in a voice message, you hear it differently. You hear it more like the other person hears it. I put on, Toddy says, I put on an alarm to join your streams. I love that. How did you do this? Because I started even earlier tonight. So if you were going based off of the amount that I normally stream for, I'm surprised that you you were pretty on time today. So Jackie had a good autocorrect moment today too in the Discord. You're not the only one. Damn, Toddy, that's amazing. You just had a feeling. You had a feeling. That's incredible. You got the Jackson Downer stream Spidey sense. Jackie says, I tried recording Nalina and I singing together the other day, and as soon as I heard my voice, I deleted it. That's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. It's hilarious, though. Julie says, I don't like my voice even when it's coming out of my own mouth. It's even worse on recordings. Fair enough. Fair enough. So it would be even more worse on recordings. For sure. For sure. Toddy says, I actually thought of setting up an automation to trigger the alarm when there is a notification of a live stream. I mean, guaranteed. I don't know exactly which phone you have, but definitely like the iPhone has the shortcuts app, and you can do an if then, sort of automation setup. You could totally do that. If Twitch sends notification, trigger, alarm, or whatever the fuck, I'm guaranteed. You already got this. You already know what you're doing. That's not mad. That's just dedication. That's amazing. Oh my God, Jackie, you don't gotta feel bad at all. You're the last person for me to see what you said and think, oh yes, the streams haven't been fun, says Jackie, who's in the stream from beginning to end every single day, one of the biggest supporters of the stream. You know what I mean? Like, you're the last person for me to, like, be like, oh yeah, Jackie's being serious. She hasn't been having fun. Hell no. I just thought it was funny. Nice, Julia. We had a jinx there. No way. OMG, I have to not sing when I'm recording at shows because if I hear my own voice, I'll delete it immediately. That's a very good thought, you know, because if you hate your voice or you hate your singing voice, then you're definitely going to want to kind of like shut that shit down. So I get that. I 100% get that. Much for the 10 bits, Jackie. Much love to you. Speaking of Jackie, goddammit. You made me laugh double, Jackie, because I laughed when you said that you immediately deleted your singing video. I thought that was really funny too. But yes, definitely. Autocorrect just really wanted to put Jackie in that bad spot there. I reacted with a joking, like, 5 crying faces or something. I was like, oh no, how dare you? But I didn't really mean it. I literally didn't mean it at all. I was just playing around. Just playing around. My dad, Julia says my dad used to have a video of my sister and I belting out a Carrie Underwood song and he held it over us for so many years and would show people. Thank God the phone finally broke. He should have backed it up. That's a lesson to him. Should have put that bitch on a hard drive. Yeah, and no, it is actually sweet. It is actually sweet because, like, you're a child, you know? Like, there's multiple videos of me and my brother doing the exact same thing that my mom recorded. And it's kind of embarrassing, but it's like, because we're obviously just belting it out, not like trying to sound good, and we're like playing around and dancing around, but we're kids, you know. So like I get it. I can see like just the sweetness in it, you know. But it's also cute, like, and playful that he kind of held it over you, and, you know, like, jokingly. Not, like, legitimate blackmail or anything, but... Julia says he still has it on Google Photos. I just didn't tell him how to get it onto his new phone. Okay, got you. That's good. That's actually really sweet. You're okay with him watching it himself. That's amazing. I really like that. I gotcha. I gotcha. I can do that. I think we can do some hat time. Remy, welcome. You're just in time for hat time. Jackie, since you are the redeemer of Hat Time, please let me know if you want the, just like I gave Rena the same choice when she redeemed it, flat brim hat or beanie hat. You let me know, and I will go with what you choose. Interesting. I don't think that there is a fucking category anymore. That's strange. Beanie, alright. I couldn't possibly wear Ivy as a hat because she'd just jump off immediately. And she'd probably dig into my scalp and hurt me. She'd freak out. So I think that one's going to be a priceless, non-redeemable item, most likely. I see you guys. So that first that you have next to your name, Jackie and Remy, that shows that you're founders. You are founders of this channel. Some of the first subscribers. That's so sick that that's what that badge is for, and that's what they call it. I love that. I realized I could scroll my mouse or my cursor over the fucking badge and see exactly what it means. I love it. Julie says, yeah, he's hilarious. Yesterday he told me he was showing his pickleball friends my picture, and I was like, which one? And he was using pictures. I didn't realize when I was like 15, I was like, Dad, we literally just took pictures together in July. That's funny. Julia says, Father, I'm not meant to be at this altitude. I will now rip out your luscious life. Yeah, I don't know if she'd rip him out, but she would at least dig in to push off. You know, like they like to get their grounding and like dig those back feet in before they push off really hard because it helps. Otherwise, their feet would kind of slip more. That sucks, Remy. That sucks. I got a lot of you guys that are temporary on me tonight. But that's okay. I'm glad you stopped in. And yeah, like... Nice, Julia. Yeah, I started an hour ago, Remy. You should be proud of me. I started early. And tomorrow I'll start even earlier. And the next day I'll start even earlier. I am on a fucking mission. I'm on a mission to make this stream work better for you guys. So you cannot tell me I have to be up early for work. Nothing like that, because I'll say, it's already early. All right, Julia. I'm glad you'll still be here, and I shall absolutely infiltrate your dreams. Most definitely. I would be honored. I would be honored. I will see you in there. I'll see you in your subconscious. Okay, yeah, I won't be doing any of that. I don't want you to have no nightmares. I don't want anybody to have any nightmares. Those are no fun, especially when they're associated with me. Okay, I gotta go get the hat. Jackie did the hat time redemption, so I'm gonna grab the beanie super quick. Good night to you, Julia, though. Thank you for being such a great part of the stream, such a great part of the community. Appreciate you so much. Sleep amazing, and I shall accompany your slumber with my voice. Good night. Okay, I'm back. Nice and quick. Let's do this. This is a big deal, guys. When you redeem your points on this, it's like 1,000 points. It's a lot. So I don't take it lightly. I do not take this lightly. I take this very seriously. We are beanied up at Jackie's request. Let's go, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Beanie and sweatshirt. We're following it up. We're autumning it up. Glad you like it, Jackie. Woo! Damn, guys, this stream gets better every single night. I swear to God. I know that partially it is because I'm streaming earlier and earlier, so that's extra good, extra exciting. And more of you guys can be here, so it's extra engaging. But I was gonna start the TikTok stream simultaneously 30 minutes ago. But I literally didn't want to because I have too much fun with just you guys. So it's super funny. It's super funny. And today is even worse than all the other days with that. And Toddy also likes it. Hell yeah. All right, we'll fucking just do it. Goddamn. I'm gonna slightly adjust the light for both things to catch. But yeah. I'm glad you guys are liking the beanie though. So I guess Jackie did a pretty good job with her suggestion. So that's good. Good call, Jackie. I kind of almost wore one tonight. Just already. I was kind of feeling it to begin with. So it's a good night for it. Can't even lie. I can't even lie. Already 3. God damn. Oh, fuck, Remy. You saved your points for ASMR. There you go. Another solid-ass redemption. Mavi, hello, and thank you for the rose. Skirt. What are you doing, Ivy? What are you doing? No fucking way, Toddy. Just subscribed. Yes, baby. So much love, Toddy. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love you so much. Mavi, I appreciate you too. Thank you for liking the live. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. And I think that was not a Prime sub either. I don't think. So I should see her. Oh no, you get better than a regular sub badge because you actually get another founder badge because you're still one of the first. Toddy's got a founder badge. Let's fucking go. Even better. The people that don't get founder will get the custom sub badges though. So that's cool. But your guys's are even more special than that. Thank you for the I Heart You, Kevin. Thanks for the follow, Sai. Thanks for the rose, Sin. Yeah, exactly, Toddy. Like, basically, that's basically what you do. That's what you can do on here is do a sub, tier 1, which is the lowest, tier 2 or tier 3. You can gift subs to other people. And you can also extend your sub out for multiple months at a time. And then the other thing you can do, like when you would send heart puffs on TikTok, is that's what bits are. So when I say like, hey, thanks for the 10 bits to Jackie, she's basically doing the equivalent of like 10 heart puffs, basically. Like it's basically the same exact thing. That's what bits are, is like the roses and the heart puffs and stuff like that. So Sai asks, original artist? Yes, I am. And then the channel points are things like the ASMR that Remy did, the hat being put on, like Jackie did. Those are just points that you get. They don't technically like support me directly or anything, but they're cool little things for you guys that you earn. Those points you earn as you are in the stream. So just by you being in the stream, you earn those points every certain amount of time. Yeah, no, it's all good. I had to look all this stuff up too. It's fairly new to me too, so I'm happy to help you understand, because I know it's new for a lot of you guys, so I totally get it. Kevin, thank you for the you're awesome as well. Appreciate you. I'm very happy to elaborate for any of you guys that are wondering, how to support and how to support the stream and support in the ways that you guys used to, or at least at equivalence with what you used to do on TikTok. I'll elaborate for you all day, because like I explained to you guys before, even if you spent the same exact amount of money as you would have on TikTok, TikTok takes way more of that money from me. Twitch takes way less of it. So your support, a lot more of your support actually gets to me, at the end of the day, which is really good about Twitch. A lot more creator focused. What's going on, Bethany? How long you got till your appointment, Toddy? Kevin, thanks for the I Heart You. I don't know if I saw that and said anything about that yet. Forty mans. Okay, good. That gives us some time. That gives us a little bit of time. I'm glad. I am glad to hear that. You're getting off the train now. Good. Is it, do you mean you've never been here as in you never been to this town or city? Or is it, I've never been to this building, so I need to figure out where to go within the building itself. Is that kind of what you mean? I'm assuming you're probably in a familiar city or town. It's just the building. You suck at getting to places. Why? Because you're late very frequently, or because you I don't know, because you have a bad sense of direction. To the building. Okay. I got you. I got you. Bad sense of direction. Yeah, that's totally understandable. Truly awful. I get it. I get it. When you have a bad sense of direction, it makes it very difficult to get places, especially on time. You need like turn-by-turn walking directions, you know? Even then, it may not help even then. I don't know. I don't exactly know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Thanks for liking the live, Jackie. Killer, guys. I'm loving it, baby. Where the heck is it? Aha, there it is. Found it. Found it, found it. That's why you always arrive an hour earlier. That's totally fair. That's a lot of that is a lot of time to be like having to wake up that early. Cuz like usually you've got to wake up early just to get ready. But in your case, you've got to wake up technically 2 hours earlier in order to just get there on time plus be early. You hate being late. Yeah, I get it. Being late's terrible. Unfortunately, that's me. Oh, I'm so bad at being on time to anything. Hence the stream. For one thing. And that's just one thing. Remy, you're still here. Let's go. I understand. Yeah, that's me too. I admire Toddy's like dedication though. Like I really actually am in awe of that dedication. 'Cause I am just late all the time. Isaiah, thanks for the follow. Jackie, a new listener, you showing him my music? And that's awesome, by the way. Freaking awesome! Yes. Awesome, Jackie. That's great. I haven't checked our stats out. Let's go over our stats right on the friggin' stream. How about that? I mean, hopefully oh man. I'm gonna log in. Because this is not my normal phone. Yeah, the streaming stats, like who's the top countries and stuff. Well, it did definitely change. It did definitely change. Um, yeah. Okay. So there are 50 top city spots. Keep going, Toddy. I'm watching. I do because I own a business, so I have two phones. I don't want all of my clients to have my regular phone number, you know? Oh no, your light was on your phone. That's funny. Okay. So, Brazil and Indonesia still take first place all day. All day. And they have been for months. And then Malaysia, and then the Philippines, but then Australia. This is Spotify, by the way, so this isn't even really too much you, Jackie, by the way. This is like pretty much just other people in Australia. And then United Kingdom is next, and then United States. So there you go. Those are going to be the top countries, basically. The number 1 country is Brazil, number 2 country is Indonesia, number 3 is Philippines, number 4 is United States, number 5 is United Kingdom, number 6 is Malaysia, number 7 is Australia, number 8 is Canada, 9 Mexico, 10 Spain, 11 Netherlands, 12 France, 13 Belgium, 14 Switzerland, 15 Germany, 16 Peru. So that's the Spotify top countries anyway. I don't think that I can... Yeah, there's no way I can access Apple Music for artists on a Android, so fuck it. Can I name 3 countries in America? No. America is a country. So I can't name 3 countries in America. I know it, Jackie. I know it. And I think... Yeah, I think you're right up there. I fucking can't remember, though. I gotta check still. I still gotta check. Yes, I can. I've paused the TikTok stream because A, I don't care, and B, because I'm trying to tell you guys what the Apple Music stats are. Okay. Top countries for Apple Music, folks. Number 1, Australia. By far. And number 2 is Germany. Number 3 is Ukraine, Toddy. Number 4 is United States, Remy, myself. And number 5 is, of course, Indonesia yet again. So that's that. Good night, Remy. I know you had a busy day and you've got to wake up early for work tomorrow, so I totally get it. Have a great night. Thanks for being here as long as you could. Sleep good. So that's killer. I mean, that's friggin' great, guys. That's really awesome to see the new updated stats from last month, because that is basically a lot of us right there. That's really cool. Like right now, Jackie, the lead that Australia has on Apple Music on every other country is actually insane. So the more viewers that you are, the more listeners that you're able to get, like you were saying earlier, like, you're killing it. Your country in general's just fucking killing it. And honestly, I think if all of those streams were over on Spotify instead, Australia would be in number 2, because Brazil's still got it like mad popping, but like fucking Australia, if you had all those streams on Spotify, it would absolutely be would be number 2. I know you're trying, Jackie, and that's all you can do. And I appreciate it. Wow. Oh, what the hell? I'm thinking that Toddy's probably like trying to figure out where to go right now. That's funny. She's probably got me playing in the background. Listening to me make this observation. Nice. A hydration redemption. Thank you for that. Good reminder. I needed that. Yeah, shit. I fucking forgot. I didn't do Remy's ASMR before she left. Damn it. She's too kind. She didn't remind me. She didn't want to be. She just didn't want to, you know, pester it or anything, I'm sure. It's probably what it was. So, we'll give it to her for the VOD. We'll give it to her for the stream archive. And, she'll still get it. Somehow. If she wants to see it. It's still needed. It's still necessary, technically. So. Absolutely, indeed. I can't fucking believe I vacuumed that earring up, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. That kills me. Hate that so much. So for the basically nobody that is on the Twitch stream, I am streaming on Twitch. I'm going to end the stream on TikTok and I'm going to move it. I'm going to keep it on Twitch. So if you want to continue the stream here with me, move on over to Twitch. We'll be there and I will see you there. And now that's over with. Let's get to the good stuff, my good people. Cool. I need to see which channel the audio is coming in from and then adjust accordingly. So just a second. I'm not sure. We'll see.
this over to there so that the customer can actually watch and see what's going on.
Get out.
It's a little heavy.
You're kidding.
Could you see? Can you see it?
Yeah. Is that full?
Almost.
That's the net.
That's
Oh
a
my
honeycomb?
God.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
Careful, I just saw one come in your house.
Okay. I gotta switch back and make sure that my mic is set at the same level on this as it is on this. Yes, it is. Okay. So I have just increased the volume on the computer audio that you guys are hearing, like from the videos. And I've slightly decreased my own voice coming through the mic audio. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that sounds. Obviously, if you guys have any specific, like, oh, I can barely hear this, but whenever you talk, it's like way too loud or something, like, let me know or whatever. But if you don't, I'll hear it when I go to edit tomorrow and I'll figure it out. It looks like a brain. And how is he getting them all to go in there?
Just saw the queen somewhere. She was over here. Oh, I see her. Ooh, come here, big mama. Come here, big mama. Oh, she's running. She's hiding.
They're not stinging him.
There she is. She's right here. Come on, get a little closer. Ooh. Got her. All right, big mama.
Queen!
Woo!
All those bees for one, basically one bee.
Oh, looky there. The flower pot is free of bees. Now we can see that what normally would take a San Diego sized swarm like a couple months to build this much honeycomb, this was only about 3 weeks old. So pretty wild. And let's see, let's pick up the box and see how many bees are in here.
Oh, jeez.
I can tell by the weight.
Why, how did they all go in? Why did they
Detach.
not just fly
Oh, gosh.
around?
Yeah,
Like, why are they going in there?
That's heavy. That's
Is it just like
at least
what they naturally do? Is they want to go into like the closest enclosure and go hide or something?
20,000 bees. We're gonna set the box up back over here where, yep, there's some confused worker bees coming home.
Uh-oh.
They're all over the place. So we're gonna go ahead and let them collect while I get to removing the comb. I just set the box down about 5 seconds ago and look at them all.
Interesting.
Be as
How did they not
gentle
sting
as we
him?
can
Like,
be.
why did they not sting him? I don't understand it. I am amazed. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want to watch, or a kind of video genre you want to watch, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'll just try and find something I find interesting. Yeah, me too. I don't know how he managed to do that. Oh, wow. I'm glad I can scrub through and see when it's bullshit. No way. No way. What am I looking at, dude? This has to be watched.
If you live in Maine and you're replacing your electric water heater, consider a heat pump water heater. They're easy to install and...
Oh, that's so many.
What the fuck is a mosquito factory? And why? Are you serious? I am amazed. This is so awesome. I can't believe I just found this. Let's go, baby.
Oh, that's so many mosquitoes. Oh, I'm just getting itchy looking at that many mosquitoes.
Right now, we are producing mosquitoes for a project in the third largest city in Colombia called Cali. And we are sending around 17,000 tubes, 4.5 million mosquitoes per week.
Per week.
Per week.
Human footprint has taken me to some weird...
Why? 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 Is this like... I'm just going on absolute conjecture here, but is this for like animals to be, you know, like reptiles eat flies and mosquitoes and things? Is this for like pet food or something for like these reptilians? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. That's my guess.
But I never thought I'd see the inside of a mosquito factory. For that matter, I never imagined that was even a thing. But here in Colombia, they're breeding and releasing mosquitoes by the millions. And the science behind why blew my mind. I'm Shane Campbell-Staton, and this is Human Footprint.
If you're bitten by any mosquito here, you're not gonna get any disease. This is the safest place of Colombia. We're being bitten by a mosquito.
And that's actually very true, is if you get bit by a mosquito, they're not carrying diseases because they haven't gone around passing diseases from animal to human to human to animal. They're literally like test tube mosquitoes. Good point.
This is Nelson Grisales. He never misses a chance to take his wife salsa dancing in the nightclubs of Medellin. By day, Nelson's a medical entomologist focused on preventing mosquito-borne diseases.
Mosquitoes kill more people in the world than any other animal. Right now, we have in the Americas more than 10 million cases of dengue this year.
So this is for research purposes. That's what it must be.
Dengue, also known as breakbone fever, is a devastating viral...
Okay, and in Brazil and South America as a whole, dengue is a very prevalent, awful disease that you can die from. I mean, I'm sure it's in other places of the world, but I know it's very prevalent in South America. It's the dengue fever, and I haven't heard of it much in North America where I'm at, but that's pretty wild that they're mentioning this because I've definitely heard of that. I know people that have gotten it.
Tropical regions around the world, and it's becoming more common as the world grows warmer and more urban every year. In 2024 alone, dengue killed over 10,000 people and infected 14 million. It's transmitted by a mosquito called Aedes aegypti, which can also carry yellow fever, Zika, and chikungunya.
Exactly what is a vector?
So a vector is an organism that can transmit a disease from one host to another.
And the way mosquitoes share pathogens with us, you're not gonna like it.
People think that they are only suckers.
No, they spit. They spit first, baby. Then they suck through that straw. And that's how you get it.
Suck. That's not true. First, they inject anticoagulant. They inject analgesic, so you don't feel they're biting you. They're not only sucking your blood, they're also basically spitting in your blood.
It was gross before, and I didn't appreciate it, and now now it's grosser.
But what if we could stop dengue transmission from mosquitoes to humans? That's what Nelson and his colleagues at the World Mosquito Program are trying to do.
We do not control mosquitoes. We use a bacterium called Wolbachia that is present in more than 50% of the insects described.
In other words, over half of all insect species have these Wolbachia bacteria living inside their cells. Now, Aedes aegypti doesn't have its own strain of Wolbachia, not in nature anyway. But when researchers infected them with Wolbachia from fruit flies in the lab, they discovered something pretty amazing.
When Wolbachia is inside the mosquito cannot transmit very effectively all of these arboviruses.
So a mosquito carrying Wolbachia can bite a dengue-infected human without transmitting the virus to its next victim.
The scientists realized they could be looking at a way to stop dengue in its tracks. But only if the bacteria would spread in a wild mosquito population. Wolbachia
So they've got to breed all these mosquitoes.
isn't contagious like a cold. Instead, mothers pass it to their offspring through the egg.
But Wolbachia has another trick up its, I want to say flagellum? It's something called cytoplasmic incompatibility. Basically, these bacteria can change how mosquitoes reproduce.
Infected females produce infected young, whether their mate was infected or not. Uninfected females mating with infected males don't produce any young at all. So with every generation,
Wow.
a greater proportion of the mosquitoes carry Wolbachia until the whole population is infected.
Wow.
The program's goal is to trigger this bacterial chain
Wow.
reaction by releasing huge numbers of Wolbachia-infected mosquitoes. They mass-produce the mosquitoes in this biofactory, from eggs to aquatic larvae to flying, biting adults.
Male mosquitoes are happy to eat sugar water, but the females, they're out for blood.
Theoretically, if I were in there, how long would it take before I looked like a mummy?
I would say the mosquitoes are hungry, no more than an hour.
No one's gonna volunteer for that job. So Nelson and the team feed the females with blood donated by local blood banks.
They are furious. They are really going at it.
After a hearty meal, the females lay eggs and the cycle repeats.
It's so interesting to me that they live on blood. And that's all they need. That's all they need to survive. However, the male mosquitoes look different. They are very different, and they will just eat sugar. That's so interesting.
Once we have the eggs, then those dry eggs can be swept, put into capsules with a little bit of food, and then shipped to any other country that needs it.
This one facility can produce 30 to 40 million eggs per week.
Wow, look at
Today,
those
the World
larvae.
Mosquito Program is working in more than a dozen countries. And that means convincing local communities that a solution to their mosquito problem is releasing more mosquitoes.
The beauty of this is that we explain people, look, we only want to have 20 weeks of releases. And after those 20 weeks, your community is going to be protected for decades.
Interesting. So it's like targeted geographic releases, yeah, all around the city.
On the ground, that outreach is led by local community workers, like Mayuri Betancourt.
Es muy loco porque siempre nos han dicho el mosquito no, ese mosquito es malo, entonces decir que vamos a liberar el mosquito fue como, cierto, no es lo normal. Entonces, pero ya después de que entendimos cómo era que funcionaba, dijimos, yo quiero ser parte de él.
Gaining the community's trust meant full transparency about the project's goals and its methods.
Hicimos varias idas a la biofábrica para que ellos vieran todo el proceso, desde que el mosquito, pues como lo hacíamos todo eso allá, y que ellos pudieran comprenderlo bien. No tuvimos ningún barrio donde dijeran, no, aquí no.
Today, the communities involved are seeing results. Colombian cities where Wolbachia-infected mosquitoes were released have far fewer lab-confirmed dengue cases. And in 2021, a larger randomized study in Indonesia found that releasing the mosquitoes reduced the chance of a person contracting dengue by 77%.
So
Those numbers are hard to argue with. That is hard to argue with right there.
the World Mosquito Program looks like a success story, but some experts have doubts.
I think if there's one thing that defines humans, it's our ability to twist the environment to suit ourselves.
Right, what's that going to do to the ecosystem, right?
This is Jason Razgon. In his home workshop, he's got a knack for repairing vintage pocket watches. In the lab, Jason studies mosquitoes and the diseases they carry. When the World Mosquito Program first showed that Wolbachia could block dengue transmission, he was intrigued.
And since we've been working on Wolbachia for a long time, we've been working on West Nile for a long time, it seems sort of a natural thing to kind of put those two questions together. We were basically, honestly, trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Jason was working with Culex tarsalis, a mosquito known for carrying West Nile virus.
We developed techniques to artificially infect that particular mosquito with Wolbachia. When we did that, we found something a little unexpected. The mosquitoes that were infected with Wolbachia actually had a greater probability of becoming infected with West Nile. So it actually increased their susceptibility to virus.
Jason and other researchers dug deeper and found that Wolbachia could affect mosquito-borne viruses in a variety of ways.
You can have highly variable results depending on what mosquito or what arthropod you're talking about, what Wolbachia strain you're talking about, what pathogen you're talking about, variation in environmental factors, such as temperature, relative humidity.
In other words, there are a lot of factors at work, and a lot of opportunities for those factors to interact in ways we can't easily predict.
You can have a particular Wolbachia strain in a particular mosquito that actually blocks one pathogen, but might have no effect on a different pathogen, or even the opposite effect on a different pathogen.
Well, yeah, there's other mosquito-borne diseases. But the one thing that I don't think is in question is that still the female that is infected with that bacteria in its cells, Wolbachia, I think it is, if she has young, all of them get that disease. But if the male is infected and the female isn't, then they just won't have any offspring at all. I think that's what it was. So that's still a pretty big deal. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, you're kind of twisting nature exactly how you want it, and it does kind, like, who knows the downstream effects. But I guess we'll find out because they're doing it.
And so those are the kind of things that concern me a little bit when these things are being released into natural populations.
And as someone who likes to understand how things work, Jason has another concern.
We still don't really have a good handle on what the actual mechanism of how Wolbachia blocks pathogens in mosquitoes.
He's worried that we might not know enough to intervene or even recognize if something's gone wrong.
Now, it should be said, not everyone shares Jason's reservations, but his concerns do illustrate why communities should approach these solutions with eyes wide open. That's something Jason says the World Mosquito Program does really well.
The public engagement and the public participation was never done as an afterthought. It was baked into the very foundation of the project from the very, very beginning. I think that's a model for how these things need to be done. So while I might not agree with every sort of technical decision that they make, I really want these things to work. These are devastating diseases. They affect, billions of people.
I think whenever we're faced with a huge problem, we always have to balance two things: knowledge and action. And sometimes it's very difficult to know, when it's time for knowledge and when it's time for action.
This approach to fighting mosquito-borne disease is pretty new, but the concept of biocontrol, using one species to control another, has a deep history that includes both resounding successes and infamous missteps.
Right.
In a weird coincidence, the very first place these Wolbachia-infected mosquitoes were released was in northern Queensland, the epicenter of the world's
Queensland
most notorious biocontrol disaster.
Uh-oh.
The cane toad, brought to Australia to eat sugarcane pests, was both a biocontrol failure and an ecological catastrophe, spreading across the continent and devastating native ecosystems.
In terms of biological control itself, it has deep ethical implications. And we have seen in the past, there are numerous examples of how it can result in unforeseen consequences.
Nelson and his colleagues don't take their work lightly, but they think the benefits of controlling dengue outweigh the risks.
In the city we are right now, we have around 2,300 cases this year. One of the lowest incidents in the country. I think what we're doing is the right thing.
And communities around the world seem to agree. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm excited to tell you about something special.
Now, yeah, because at the same time, like, I don't know how much they're how much are you actually increasing the mosquito population here? Or are you just replacing? Because if they're just replacing the mosquito population with these, and they sort of, because this bacteria within the mosquitoes is going to kind of spread, and eventually many and all of them will just have this bacteria that doesn't allow dengue to be transmitted to humans through the mosquitoes, then probably ultimately is a good thing. It's not like introducing a whole new species. It's just introducing the same species with a certain bacteria within their cells that doesn't allow them to reproduce in the same sort of way, and also doesn't allow them to transmit a certain disease to humans. So it's not like introducing the sugarcane toad, which was a totally foreign species, to a country that it wasn't really meant to be in, you know. So yeah, Jackie, I'm sure you know better than anybody else, because like I didn't even really know about them or know what they were, but clearly like they're clearly an invasive species that has really fucked things up in Queensland, and eats a lot of the native wildlife that should be there contributing to the ecosystem in a positive way, but it's not. And that's definitely when playing God with like animals and species and things goes wrong. That's for sure. They're poisonous too. Damn, of course they are. There's not many things in Australia that aren't poisonous. Just kidding. But like, at least like the reptiles and the arachnids and stuff, many of those are poisonous, at least. Like, I think I'm fair to say that, at least. But God, I mean, Australia has some of the most unique, beautiful animals, really. But a lot of things are just so dangerous there, too. And that's wild that your girls are allergic to mosquito bites. I didn't realize that. Oh, look at that. I was just here. This Maine's coastal communities, the lighthouse in this photo. I've actually posted photos of this to my TikTok and everything. Like, this is the lighthouse that's on the furthest most eastern point of the country right here. This is looking out, that little bar, that like mountainous looking thing in the background is an island which is owned by Canada. That's cool as shit. That's recent too. Fucking 8 days ago. Okay, let's see. That's funny and not funny at the same time that it happened on 9/11. 2024, so 23 years after 2001. I think 9/11 was 2001. But 9/11. That's terrible. What's crazy is, like, this is Germany, too. I'm actually quite amazed that German engineering failed here. Ah, fuck.
Boston's busiest bridges, until it plunged into the river below in the early hours of September 11th, 2024. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the incident caused major traffic chaos on the roads and waterways of the eastern German city. The tram system was
I don't know why that happened.
Motorists and pedestrians rerouted. Cargo and sightseeing vessels brought to a halt. To make matters worse, all the debris from the catastrophic collapse isn't expected to be cleared away anytime soon. Originally built in 1895, the bridge was a beautiful piece of architecture, but it was destroyed during World War II, along with most of Dresden. When the Corolla Bridge was rebuilt in the late 1960s, a high-strength material called pre-stressed concrete was used. This type of concrete is compressed during production to withstand more force. It was function over flare in its new design. 3 sections made up of pre-stressed concrete make up the 1,230-foot-long bridge, supported by key beams that consist of girders shaped like a hollow box. Hence the...
So I don't know what pre-stressed concrete is. I mean, I guess it's like got a slight bend to it, it looks like.
Box girder bridge. Box girder bridges are everywhere. They are high strength, durable, and require minimal maintenance. This design is indispensable when it comes to long-spanning bridges. By the 1970s, the reinvented Corolla Bridge became a workhorse for the town of Dresden and one of the longest-spanning pre-stressed bridges in all of Germany.
Okay, well, thanks for nothing. That was kind of limp. Anyways, at least I was able to hear from Jackie that the audio went weird, so we got it all fixed. Oh my god, I hate these videos, but I love them. The cat's freaking out. I did save one to my watch later. I can't remember what it is. Not that one. The heck? Are you serious? That's what I saved? Oh, I guess we already watched that. I guess that's what that is. Now that's actually interesting. How used hotel soap gets recycled into new bars? Oh, thank you for letting me know. I actually was just recently checking to see if that was going to happen. Hold on. First I'll do this, and then I'll get my phone on that. My battery pack's not coming till I finally got tracking for it. It's not coming till Monday, unless it's early, but Monday's the day, at least on the tracking. So we gotta deal with that bullshit for a few more days, and then we'll be not having to worry about it again. Boom. Thank you for letting me know, Jackie. All right. I think we'll do that one. We will do the... Yeah, it's just silly. It shouldn't have to be happening. But that's what we gotta do. We just gotta get our external power adapter and not run the camera on battery. Because like running a battery, it shortens its lifespan. It's not necessary when the camera's just stationary. So I'm really glad that there's that alternate option. And yeah, I shouldn't have to be worried about like when the camera's gonna die and shit like that. I just want it to be all good and not having any interruptions and stuff like that. So it will be amazing once I have it. Yes, Lena's new laptop. You said you were gonna get her Twitch account set up, sorted out today, but I'm assuming you probably got a little too busy on that, and plus she's in class. Hopefully tomorrow.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Where's the fucking skip button?
For your words.
There we go.
Hotels throw out millions of bars of used soap every week. But they don't have to go in the trash.
Really?
Recycling soap can be as simple as shaving the surface with potato peelers.
We would sit here and just scrape it off and make sure it was cleaned up and good to go.
That was 14 years ago. Today, Sean Siepler's company, Clean the World, runs a factory that can handle thousands of bars an hour. And across the Atlantic, in Lyon, France, the team at Unisoap turns the waste into new bars they say are completely sanitary. Both companies...
They say? Oh, I like that distinction right there.
...donate their products to the homeless and children in developing countries. But as these nonprofits perfect the process of dealing with this type of trash, hotels have started to cut back on individually wrapped hygiene products, and some countries are even considering banning them entirely.
That's pretty smart. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Traveled to France and Florida to see how these two companies help people clean themselves with worldwide waste. A second-hand bar of soap isn't as gross as it might seem. Yes, there's probably dirt, hair, dead skin cells, and bacteria on there. But when you wash, soap molecules bind to the germs and natural oils on your skin. While these molecules attract grease and grime, they repel water. Running water pushes the soap molecules, along with all that captured filth, off your skin safely.
Right, like, soap is inherently... I mean, the soap bar is not clean. But even using a secondhand or soap... You know, like the soap bar I have in my bathroom right now, like, there's going to be some bacteria on it just from sitting out and dirt from my hands or whatever. But every time I use it, the soap molecules that I'm rubbing onto my hands, they're collecting all of that stuff and the water washes them off. So, like, yeah, sure, the soap might be a little bit not the most sanitary thing, but the act of using it on your hands still makes your hands sanitary.
Away from you. So even a contaminated bar is safe to clean your hands with.
Right.
The bar of soap may have microbes on it, but it probably won't make you sick. In fact, the simple act of hand washing can wash away something as serious as the Ebola virus. Still, both Unisoap and Clean the World follow extra guidelines to clean their bars. Here's how Unisoap collects thousands of bars from hotels in France.
Une semaine de collecte.
First, all grime left from the hotel guests must be removed. The team installed peelers into a table to take off the outer layers.
3 fois, à chaque fois pareil, une rotation pour être sûr que tout soit bien effacé. Et il y a plus.
The peelers are razor sharp, so workers wear special gloves to protect their fingers. They inspect every bar. The company claims scraping alone is enough to maintain a sanitary process. But it's a lot of work.
L'étape de nettoyage.
Yeah, I mean, that seriously actually seems like a lot of work. That is a lot of manpower and pay that you have to dish out for this step. That's pretty crazy, actually.
C'est une étape qui est longue, qui est fastidieuse, et on avait souvent des personnes en situation de handicap qui nous disaient voilà, que c'était assez pénible à faire. Et donc il fallait qu'on trouve une solution.
So, Pauline worked with an engineer to invent a machine that can reduce some of the labor. While Unisoap wouldn't show us exactly how this prototype works, it hopes to build more of them as it scales up.
C'est marrant de voir en fait les savons qui sautent comme ça et qui tombent dans le seau.
Commercial mixers grind and blend the differently sized bars into smaller, uniform pieces. The mixture finally enters an extruder that molds the soap into one long piece.
And they cut
Workers hand cut the individual bars and stamp Unisoap's logo into each one.
Pain de savon neuf.
They could 100% automate this. I mean, there's no reason for workers having to hand cut each one and the logo being pressed in like by a certain person doing it. Like, you see a lot more complex things like this happening in many other factories around the world. So I'm assuming that Unisoap is just kind of a smaller company that hasn't quite like scaled. I mean, even they're just getting rid of the hand peeler people and they're moving it to more of an automated process now. So I'm assuming that they're just trying to work on scaling now.
Voilà, parce on est soumis aux mêmes réglementations cosmétiques qu'un fabricant classique.
Since the company launched in 2017, workers have processed nearly 10 metric tons of soap this way. Over in the United States, the much larger Clean the World upgraded to an industrial assembly line years ago.
There we go.
The used soap comes from thousands of hotels around the world, adding up to about 1.4 million rooms. In 2009, CEO Sean Siepler started out shaving soap with vegetable peelers in a one-car garage.
We would sit here and just scrape it off and make sure it was cleaned up and good to go.
So this is like he started at like very like kind of like Unisoap, like what I was talking about. I mean, this is an exaggeration, but Unisoap kind of is just starting to get away from the hand peeler stuff. And Clean the World is at this crazy industrial level already that I was kind of talking about. Like, I feel like this must be possible, and clearly it is.
Today, a giant machine called a refiner cleans the dirt and hair from the top layers, pushing out uniform noodle-like strands from all the differently sized bars. Those strands get heated and mixed with a solution of water and bleach for 7 to 8 minutes to sanitize them. A conveyor belt brings the sterilized mix to a final refiner before it gets molded. A long bar of recycled soap rolls out from the extruder as it's cut into individual bars.
Look at how cool they look, too. They're like marbled. That's neat.
Clean the World ships soap overseas to countries like Ghana, Bangladesh, and the Philippines, where many people live without basic access to running water. More than 3 billion people around the world live this way, and over 700 children die every day from diarrheal diseases that might easily be prevented by washing with soap and water.
We need a couple more.
True.
The company reports back to its hotel partners about how their donations help.
So they know exactly how much landfill diversion they've had, how many bars of soap have gotten in the hands of children and mothers around the world because of their efforts.
Since 2000.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So the hotels just donate these bars instead of throwing them away. They don't have to throw them in a fucking landfill. speaking of our landfill video the other day, clip coming soon. You know, like all that shit. It's so cool. That's awesome. And they're sending them to countries that just don't have quite the same access to this stuff or the money for this stuff like we do.
Clean the World has donated more than 73 million recycled bars to children in need. Even though Unisoap is still growing compared to Clean the World, it's already making an impact closer to home.
Quand on voit qu'il y a 51 millions de savons d'un côté qui sont jetés par les hôtels en France et qu'il y a 3 millions de personnes qui n'ont pas les moyens de s'acheter des produits d'hygiène de base, ben voilà, on a vite compris que la solution qu'on a est hyper importante.
Pauline got her idea to recycle soap while staying at a hotel.
Lorsque j'ai demandé à l'hôtelier, mais que faites-vous de vos savonnettes une fois qu'elles ont été utilisées, et il me disait qu'en fait elles partaient toutes à la poubelle.
So she started reaching out to hotels in 2017 about their used toiletries. Now they collect soap from nearly 350 locations. Getting the soap was the easy part.
Right.
Figuring out how to recycle it took longer.
Alors à partir du moment où voilà, on a commencé à faire de la recherche, développement sur le process, on a commencé voilà, à se mettre dessus jusqu'au moment où on a formé les moniteurs, les travailleurs en situation de handicap, bah, on peut dire qu'il s'est pratiquement écoulé 2 ans. Hein.
That led Pauline to a government program that matches young people with disabilities to a variety of small companies. And she relies on volunteers to help distribute hygiene kits containing toothbrushes, toothpaste, and of course, recycled soap.
Donc il y a 2 ans, on a ouvert cet établissement qui s'appelle Le Phare pour accueillir des familles en difficulté. L'idée ici, voilà, c'est ce lieu, un peu, c'est un lieu repère pour ces familles, pour qu'elles puissent trouver un temps de chaleur.
Marcel comes in a few times a week to meet with friends, play games, and stay warm, as well as to use the only public showers in the area.
Ah, j'étais époustouflée par le cadeau.
Unisoap has donated 30,000 of...
When was the last time you saw a soap recipient next to someone's name? Like, that is their title. I'm Jackson Downer, and I'm a soap recipient. And here's my story. No, this is awesome, and it's really cool to see a smaller company like Unisoap and versus kind of a company that's been at it for longer. Even more interesting to see how this is made, though, like this, how this is actually done and what's being done, because these are all things we don't think about, like the landfill video. Speaking of, once again, call back to that. Like, you don't think about it, but it's like what really does go on. And same thing with this soap. Like, yeah, when you use a hotel bar of soap, you're not using it all in the 2 days that you're there, or the week that you're there, even half the time. So what happens? They either throw it away or it actually gets recycled, and that's so fucking cool.
These bars across France to community centers just like this one. But the hotel industry may be shifting away from practices that allow these two companies to help people. In 2019,
right, because they're going to get rid of bar soap, like which is probably the best thing to do. It's probably going to be the best thing for the environment, I would say, and like for waste, because I think that a lot of bars of soap still get thrown away. Like, if we could recycle all of them, then yes. But I think also from the hotel's perspective, I guarantee it's a lot of money wastage and a lot of money loss when you add it all up. You know, like a bar of soap doesn't cost much, one singular one. But when you add up the cost per bar, per room, per year, you know, like, I think I already said per year. I meant per day, per year. This adds up. So I can see why they would want to sort of keep it to just a refillable bottle. You use what's needed. They can refill it. Boom.
Marriott International and IHG.
But people do miss out. You know, obviously the people that get these recycled bars in the less fortunate countries, now that is a trade-off that sucks.
Two of the world's largest hotel companies announced they were stocking bathrooms with large, refillable liquid dispensers. That's almost 2.4 million hotel rooms with no more bars in their showers. The companies estimate they'll eliminate over 2 million pounds of plastic heading for the landfill this way. Marriott told Insider it's even considering removing the small hand soap bars next to hotel sinks. But this trade-off isn't so simple. According to one study, washing with a bar uses less soap versus liquid cleaners, up to 6 times less. So bars go further than liquids and don't require plastic bottles to begin with.
Right.
And those refillable soap containers, they nearly always take on more bacteria when staff refill them. Despite this, Unisoap and Clean the World continue to grow their soap recycling initiatives beyond their humble beginnings. Both started from a simple question: what happens to this soap after I check out? So the next time you're asked how a hotel can make your stay better, consider asking them what they do with your dirty soap.
That's such a pleasing sound. Little bricks hitting other little bricks of soap. That's super cool. That was super interesting. These are all like complex questions that like I've never at all pondered what happens to my dirty soap when I'm finished at the hotel, or what are the implications of a hotel changing to liquid refillable soap versus keeping the bars? What's actually more sustainable? What's actually better? And like they made some good fucking points actually against the refillable stuff. Man, I'm gonna have to think about that a little longer, but I mean, I can't make any changes with it. I can't do shit about it, but it's still like something to chew on. But yeah. Jackie says I gotta wait a few weeks. Okay, I already answered that. Jackie says I'll get Nelina's Twitch account finished when I get home. I have to get it on her phone. Yes, absolutely. You certainly do, Jackie. You certainly do. I'm looking forward to it. And, yeah, the soap recipient comment. And most people don't usually think about it. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of stuff that's got me like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this would be interesting. We could all be interested in a little something that people don't usually think about.
It's us. This is where we're going to base jump from.
Oh, fuck.
How's the view around?
I don't even want to look. Oh my God. Screw the view right now.
Do you have anything inspirational or heroic to say before we go base jumping?
Oh my God. Nothing inspirational or heroic. I'm just scared to death, and I can't believe I'm about to walk off a cliff.
We're going to jump off of this cliff together, and it's going to be awesome.
Oh my God.
Right on, Kelly. With that being said, are you ready to base jump?
My body's shaking.
It's all right.
These cameras are so trippy. Like, you can see her right hand is holding something, like a stick, but it's like getting deleted out of the view. I don't understand how these cameras work. I've never looked into it, so that's gotta be something else that I look into, because I see these all the time. Like motorcyclists, like those people that ride like motorcycles, they always have those, and you just can't see what's going on. But like, she's holding something, you just can't see it. It's so strange. But yes, Jackie would pass out, and Toddy said that would be my last day on Earth. Yeah, I couldn't do this either. Like, rope jumping. Is that bungee jumping? Damn. I have never done anything like big heights like this. Like, not, yeah, okay, bungee jumping. I'm amazed that you did bungee jumping in general. That's actually pretty impressive that you even did that. Because, yeah, like, for me, I have never done bungee jumping or skydiving or base jumping. None of that shit. I've done, like, bridge jumping. You can jump off bridges and, like, dive into the water. Like, but even that is freaky to me. And I don't get less scared. Or like whatever, like exactly, Toddy. Like it's like the exact same for me. I truly do not feel any less scared after I do it. I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing that again. But some people love it, man. Some people love it, you know, and maybe she's like, this lady, who knows? Like, this lady could have gotten the news that she's gonna die in 3 weeks, and she just wants to live and, like, do crazy shit, and good on her. You know, good on the people that do this. What a crazy rush for these people that enjoy it, you know? But for people that are terrified of it, that's a different story, of course. There's a lot of setup to this video, so they're probably about to do it now, though.
I'm here
She's
with
just
you.
holding
I
her
got your
camera.
back.
Okay.
We're gonna have an excellent bass show. Ready to rock and roll?
No.
I'm here with you. I gotcha. Are you ready to bass jump?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna start counting at 5. You join me on 3. We're gonna go after 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah, Kelly!
That chute deploys fast.
That was incredible!
You just jumped off that rock!
Fuck!
Have a look around. How pretty is this?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
They're in Moab. Yep.
Check it out up on the left side. You just jumped off of that thing. Yeah!
Moab's the name of the town. I think that's Nevada or Arizona.
Woo! I'll let you know when it's time to get your feet up. Right now we're chilling.
This is amazing.
Is this cool or what?
Yeah, this is so cool.
She's chill now.
All right, let's go. Feet up nice and high, just like that. Perfect. We're gonna stand up together.
Yeah!
That was amazing. Oh my god.
Nice one.
Ah!
Yeah!
I love it.
They didn't even fall on the landing.
No wonder why you do
Knees up a
this.
bit.
This is
Kind of get it?
yes.
You can step under here.
Oh, it's got.
It's us.
Now, the only thing that gets me is I've seen too many, which was like 3. Too many bungee jumping and base jumping accidents in which these people, maybe it was their first time and maybe it was their 27,000th time. Who knows? But the bungee cord failed or the parachute failed. And then I saw what happened to them when they hit the ground. And that makes it to me like, I don't know. But then I see those really good videos like that where she was scared, fairly scared. I mean, she wasn't like crying. I'm sure other people have totally different reactions that are way worse, but that was kind of like nice and heartwarming at the same time, you know? It was a good video. Hey, Rena. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. If we are going to make the stream earlier and earlier, as much as I literally do not want to end things, I don't want to stop, we got to do it. We got to do it now because it's 4:30 in the morning. So I've got to get to bed even earlier tonight than I did last night. And if I go for another half hour or an hour, we're just going to be ending at kind of the same time. So I want to make sure that I enable more of the community to be able to be here, and I'm slowly working at it. It is working. It's really motivating to me. I'm loving it. And so we'll wrap up the stream here. I'm glad that you were able to finally make it, Rena. I'm glad that you were able to be here for pretty much the whole time, Toddy, and I'm really glad that you were able to be here from absolute start to finish, Jackie, as well. And thank you for the others that are just in here chilling and watching the stream. I love you guys so much. And thank you to everybody that made it tonight. And again, as we continue to make this stream earlier, we will get more of us in here, and it will be even more fun. So, much love to you all. Oh, I'll do the intro and I'll do the outro in ASMR because I still meant to give that to Remy. Fuck, damn it. All right, Jackie. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream as well. I'm also looking forward to it being earlier. And, again, thank you for being here, everybody. I love you all so much. And I am sorry that I wasn't able to get Remy her ASMR before she left the stream. But I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. It's time for me to get to bed early. It is time for us to start this stream even earlier tomorrow. We are going to do this. We did it tonight. We'll do it even better tomorrow. And that's how we do it. One step closer every single day. It gets better every single day. Thank you, Rena, for all the melting. Thank you for all the love, Jackie. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. And be looking out, because on the Discord, I'm going to let you guys know when the Jackson Downer Clips YouTube channel is alive, because we will have clips going up tomorrow. Anyways, love you all. See you then.